We are live. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. We'll put that there. And go here. Let's open that up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it is on. Very, very good. Now let's just check and see how it's going. It looks like our volume is good. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's get started, folks. See you in a sec here. Here comes in another SkyTrain. Thought this would be a pretty cool spot. There you go. So we'll turn that off. Put that away. This train's all the way heading on over to Production University Way. Very interesting. But we are over here at Columbia Station in New Westminster. New Westminster. Just give me a sec, folks. Just going to turn off one more thing. Don't need that on anymore. That's good. There goes the SkyTrain right now. Hey folks, Jerome Forrestwood here over at Columbia Station. We are going to head on over to the Hyack Festival in Tipperary Park. So how about you come along with me and we'll see what Metro Vancouver is like today here in New Westminster, which is the original, central location, capital of British Columbia. So let's head on out. Here we are at Columbia Station. And this is an underground station here in New Westminster. New Westminster being the original location. I'll head on down and over to Columbia Street here. And we'll head on into New Westminster. Hey, Sebastian, nice to see you. So, of course, like any other SkyTrain, we gotta take our trusty card and tap on out. And here we are over here in New Westminster. This would be the street side entrance here for the main drag. We'll be heading on up to Tipperary Park to see if the Hyack Festival is still on. So we'll go this way. No loitering, just remember that. I believe this is Columbia Street here. Yeah, it's Columbia Street. Hey, John, nice to see you. Sebastian's here as well, and we're over here in New Westminster on Columbia Street. New Westminster being one of the suburbs here in Metro Vancouver. This used to be the capital of the area. That has since long changed. And there's a festival happening right now. There's a parade this morning. Couldn't make it to the parade. It's just finishing up some work. And you can head on down there and that way to find more cool stuff. But we're actually going to head up the street. Now, this is a very hilly area, so you can see this hilly area right here. This is 4th Street, and a couple blocks up, we'll head on over to Tipperary Park, where the event's supposed to be held today. And last year it was held down by the Riverside Market. And this year it is over here at Tipperary Park. So we'll see what's going on. Over here you can see this is another entrance for Columbia Station, but you wouldn't be able to see Columbia Street if I didn't come up this way. And I'd be climbing either way, so whatever. Let's keep going here. You can see the different buildings that are built just here right on the hill. There's the 102 New West Station bus. And the 105. You know, you use a lot more smaller buses here. Because of course the population's smaller. Less demand, but still demand for public transit. While the SkyTrain suits almost everyone else's needs. Unless you have a car. Whew. And across the street, we're crossing Carnarvon. There's Carnarvon Street for you. Here in New Westminster. This area is gentrifying, it's changing. Up ahead of us, you're going to see a lot more older buildings. But along Columbia Street, there's a whole new swath of development that's happening, or has happened. Whew. Quite a climb. This is so New Westminster. Crossing Dickinson Street. And we'll continue on Forest. I can hear the festival. So head on over to the Hyack Festival. No, yeah. Generally has a lot of cool music and different booths and just people having a good time. So all of that stuff. Look at the bike lanes over here. They're not awesome. And of course, this is the Anges Street here. Keep going. Next one is Cognaton. Or nope, that's Cunningham. Sorry. Read the sign wrong. We'll keep walking here in New Westminster. Then after the festival, we'll go check out New Westminster. Looks like we got a nice big church here. Cool, very cool. And up ahead is Royal. And that'll be Royal Ave. In New Westminster, you tend to have a lot more avenues. While in other cities like Vancouver, you have more streets and drives. Just how different municipalities use those terms. Looks like we got an event right here. It looks like it's covering this whole area here. This is very interesting. Nice to see the New Westminster police out doing their job. NWP, thank you very much. Keeping the peace, much needed. And continue on Royal Ave here. And that should be live music you're hearing right now. Let's head on over and check it out. Of course, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. It'll help support the channel so we can go ahead and do things like this. And you can see the NWPD, they have their own booth here too, which is great outreach for the community. that a lot of police stations need to do, and they do very, very well. They're awesome. Let's keep going. Really love the police services over here in the Metro Vancouver area. They keep us all safe. And they have prevented incidents from getting worse, so really, really appreciate it. This just looks like a mix of different tents. You got everything from a brewery right on over here. Okay, and then over there, you got Peter Julian's tent from the NDP, because this is his riding, I believe. Federal MP. There's Steel and Oak Brewing Company. And this is live music that's over here. You can just see assortment of different stands. So everything from Tourism New West, cities trying to promote the area, to different jewelry. Looks like they have a dance lesson. Looks like the main stage is just directly ahead of us here. So it just provides an opportunity for people to have a good time. Coco Mama is busy today. Beautiful hats. This is so cool. You want freshly baked cookies? There's freshly baked cookies over here. This is really actually pretty cool, folks. You should come on out and check this out. It's on for a few hours, so if you can get down to New Westminster, all you got to do is walk north a little bit on 4th Street, and you're over here in a few minutes. Look at that. Looks like our local MLA. There's Beloved by Emily. So if you're down here, spend some money. And people work really hard to show you a nice event. And come on down here and help support the event. If you can make it. Not everyone can.
No, I didn't never like it.
More jewelry. Beautiful, beautiful. And then our first aid station's right on over there. Excuse me. Thank you. We have different bands coming on. Looks like someone's going to give a dancing lesson. That's cool. And this would be the main stage right here, or the band plays. That's cool. Very, very cool. There's another vlogger. Looks like the band's wrapping up for this round. And they're going to have a dance-off, so we'll let them have their dance-off. Look at this, though. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful clothes. Come on down here and spend money. These people work hard. They're really hard. Oh, that looks cool, too. Frosted bath coat. Very cool. Very, very cool. Of course, local businesses as well, so TELUS just making sure that they're more accessible to the community, and also coming out to these events. And Sprott College, which is one of our local colleges in the area. And they do have a campus down here, and then it just looks like a whole bunch of different businesses. Dentistry, credit union, all that type of stuff that you'll find at local communities. Excuse me. Thank you. People walking here. Last Door Recovery Center. Very cool. Look at them right there. So all those different types of services that will help support a community. Over here, sugar-free snacks. Nice, nice. And island beef jerky. All the way from Vancouver Island. And this is quite an event. Of course, we're here at the tail end of the event right now. It's only going to be open for a few more hours. We'll stay away from the political booth, but we have pointed it out here. This is Peter Julian's riding. course, that's a local MP here at the federal level. We pass the provincial level.
There is money in the banana stand.
On the way over to the main stage. And we'll look around here and see the rest of it. There's more here. And of course, what would a festival in Metro Vancouver be like without a kettle corn stand? Hey, Manuela, Sebastian's here, as well as John. And Manuela saying, hey, Jerome, have time to take a walk with you. Greetings from Germany. Well, greetings from New Westminster. Oh, wow, there's even more, folks. So we'll go down one side and we'll come on back so you can experience the crowds. And then we'll go on off to the river market and check out that place right there. This place is a little crooked, so it's not the camera right now. There's a slight gentle hill here. Looks like a lot of different cool foods. Wow. So yeah, this happens every once a year. There's a parade that happens in the morning that starts at 11 o'clock. And then they just have this nice fair that's just a mix of different things. There's some like ice cold drinks over here. It's like we have a military car. We had the police officers before. So all very cool. You got the Port Authority. So it's a mix of, it's more of that local community events and that local community vibe. There's a photo booth right there. You can see families just having fun. And of course over here, this is for our local military and the Army Reserves. And that would be for the 39th Canadian Brigade Group. Isn't that not cool? And they're coming out. They are doing some recruiting today, so if that's your jam. Cool. Oh, it looks like they got a curling rink right here. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Look at that. Very, very cool. And then just like I said before, your vendors. Collected Reader, nice to see you. Manuela's here, and John's here, and Sebastian's here, as well as a bunch of other people. I'm right now at the Hyack Festival over along Royal Oak Avenue in New Westminster, and we're in Tipperary Park. So you'll see these vendors all over Metro Vancouver this summer, selling their wares. So you have quite an opportunity to purchase stuff from them, but they provide some great elements. And they're from the Latin community. Latin people making up a large amount of the community here in Vancouver. Just look at this line. What is this line up for? Let's see. It looks like it's for this cowboy to take a photo with the cowboy. Okay, cool. This area over here is an eclectic mix of people from all different backgrounds. Of course, your Metro Vancouver Pan-Asian community, but even more than that, you have the Latin community that's in the area, as well as the Caucasian and European communities. So, very, very mixed area. And over here in Tipperary Park in New Westminster, we have a few more booths coming here. Of course, this area is a place that a lot of newcomers will come to. So you got the ISSBC here, and that deals with welcoming newcomers to the area. And that would be for BC Services. And there's a kids tent over there, so we'll skip the kids tent. But it's good to know that they're over here. Cool. There you go. You got your local artisan pound too. Very cool, eh? We'll see if there's more happening in the area. If not, then that's okay. There's always stuff happening for another few hours over at the other place. Oh my gosh, look at all the people over here. Looks like we got over here all the different food trucks. Ice is a big deal. It actually was supposed to be warm this weekend. It generally is. It is about 12 degrees today. And of course, what else would Metro Vancouver Festival be without a kettle corn stand and a tornado potato stand? It's so typical, which is awesome to see. We are now back into festival season here in New Westminster and in Metro Vancouver. This looks like your European stand over here. Old country to the new world. They got pierogies and everything Polish. Very, very cool. Polish sausage. So awesome. Over here you got the Shameless Bun stand. They got their brick and mortar over on Fraser Street in Vancouver. You see them all over all the different festivals in the area. They have quite the coverage. And this is also the area where you have the new Westminster City Hall. We'll take a look at that door in a minute. There's Akish, which is a Korean. Looks like they're selling bibimbap and chicken sandwiches and fried chicken. Very, very cool, very cool. You see the event and lots of people coming on over here, checking it out. And of course, everyone is just right on over here, just chilling out over on the steps of City Hall, enjoying their food. And people walking here. I'll check it out. There you have it, the authentic Jerk Shack. Looks like they're selling jerk chicken over here, jerk sandwiches, Jamaican patties, and a bunch more. And Jamaican is something that we don't get a lot of over here in the Metro Vancouver area. We just don't have the same amount of population that we would have in my old hometown of Toronto. A lot more Jamaicans living in that area, Jamaican Canadians. Then on over here, you can find Jamaican patties at almost every convenience store in Toronto. And over here, it's much harder. And this car, I saw these last year. They're huge pieces of fish and chips. Okay, and I saw them actually over at the Strathcona block party last summer. They're awesome. So if you're in the area, it is festival prices and there's a bit of inflation, but they're well worth it. So if you want a nice meal, come on over here, Mama's Fish and Chips. Whew, so good. Okay, well, let's keep going here. I thought I'd double back, but it looks like there was only one row there, so I'll keep going. Over here, we're at 6th Street. And we'll turn here, head on down to the corner. Now it was the Hyack Festival, folks. So if you're in the area, it's on for another few hours, only 2 more hours or so, and then it's going to shut down for the year. So if you can make it, it's an awesome little place to come. And of course, you can see more over here at Tipperary Park. And so I'm going to leave that up to you folks to come on down, but let's check out the rest of New Westminster and see what's up over and around here. Cool. So we'll cross the street here at 6th. Yeah, hit the light. And we'll go across the street. We can see all of the newer buildings right there. And some are still being built under development. Now keep going down 6th here. And you can see some of the older accommodations that are in the area as well. Something that you would find more often in like a city like Vancouver, where we need to build a lot more. There has been a big push over here in New Westminster. That's why there's a lot of people who choose to live over here in New Westminster, because they can live in an area with newer housing if they want, and they have a beautiful view of the Fraser River, which I'll be able to show you when we head on over to the Riverside Market. And the Riverside Market is a public market, so an inside structure. But if the Hyack Festival's on, they might have an event over there too to extend the festival across the city. I'm not sure. We'll see. Over here is the satellite campus for Yorkville University. And the Sprott School is also in there. And we saw their booth over at the Hyack Festival. Here is some of the different shops. You got everything from tandoori to Japanese over here. So there's that eclectic mix of different people that's in the area I was talking about. So cool, eh? Oh, keep going down 6. They're just crossing Ains Street. That's how you pronounce it, Ains. The G is almost silent. It gives a little curl to it, Ains. I'll keep walking here on 6. Up ahead of us is Victoria Street. And you can see some of that housing right on over here as we head down the strip. So if you are in the area, oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. Oh, that is so Vancouver for you. Wasn't supposed to rain. Still raining. I'm just laughing. That's funny. Oh, keep it going here. Oh, cross Carnarvon Street and keep going because it's a short little jog for us across the street. And here we are. There's a lot of different awnings over here, so it won't have too many problems as we're walking along. Yeah, we'll keep going here. Looks like the cloud has passed over us. So we'll see if it's going to continue to persist to be a problem or not. But either way, we are down here right now and we'll enjoy ourselves. So let's keep going. And over here, this would be, of course, where you can have, this is part of the Central Valley Greenway bike route, as well as this is Columbia Street up here. That's 6th and Columbia. We're on 6th right now. Now we'll cross the street and head on over on the other side of the street and head on over to the Riverside Market. Unless it's pretty happening on this side of the street. We'll see. Actually, it's pretty happening on this side of the street too. Yeah, let's see what the other side's like. This, of course, is Columbia and 6th. I'll cross the street here. And we'll head on down the street here. This is the main drag here in New Westminster, Columbia Street. And we just pulled off of there, off of 6th Street. Not East 6th, not West 6th, just 6th. I do like their numbered streets here in Metro Vancouver. We have a new development going in here. That's what I'm saying when I'm saying There's a lot of different developments that are happening in the area right now. And of course the skyline here. You can see the tower is just standing there in the background. Hey, flicks and we're back down. This is Kenzie Street over here. And you can start to see a little bit of the Fraser River. And we'll get closer to the Fraser River when we head on over to the Riverside Market. And that's why it's near the river. It's called the Riverside Market. Passing the Paramount Theaters over here. The Paramount. One of the old theaters in the area. And you'll see old theaters all over the place, of course, in Vancouver. We see like the Industrial Alliance stage, which is the old Stanley Theater. You got the Orpheum Theater downtown, as well as the Vogue. So many different theaters in many different areas. Paramount being very old too. It's been around for a long time. And you'll see when you're in an area that has like this, that has gentrification, of course you're going to get a mix of people in the area. Of course the people that have already been here. But you also get things like bridal shops. So there's the bridal gallery there, and Lisa's Bridal right there, and then the tuxedo store right on over there. And that's because you have a lot of young couples that'll move into the area. Okay. Usually before they're married, choose to live together in one of these new condos in the area, like another store right here, and then they get married. So you just have all of these different wedding gowns. I always find it fascinating. You can see these telltale signs, especially if you do something like walking videos. You start to learn about different areas and different things that are in these areas. Here's Bigby Street. I'll cross Bigby Street. Just wait for the light to change here. This looks, this is the intersection. I wonder if there's a button here. Yep. Okay. And this would be a Columbia and Big Bay Street. This isn't one of the numbered streets. It just ends up there, so it's a pretty short street. It's not like the numbered streets that'll go through the entire neighborhood. There's the 102 Victoria Hill. Again, it's a lot more of these smaller buses, and that's what I find is really smart about Metro Vancouver, is that they'll use the right bus for the right purpose. In this case, you don't need super large buses. Of course, when I used to work over in the Bella Cara area, over in Port Coquitlam, way back over 20 years ago, 21 years ago now. Of course, we used those smaller buses to get around. They would take us into Port Coquitlam Center, and then from there we could take regular buses, or larger size buses. Now over here in this area, they do have a major theater that's in the area. So I'll be able to show you the name on the side of the building here. This would be the Anvil Theater, and it's right there. And it's just this giant building right here. You'll have a lot of different events that happen in the Anvil Theater. I'll keep going here. Passing a local thrift store. It's a giant Salvation Army we're passing by right now. And then over here, this is your new Westminster subway station, or SkyTrain station, as we call it here in Vancouver. And of course, it has a mall in there too. A whole bunch of different restaurants and a Shoppers Drug Mart and a Safeway. But we are over here at the Fraser River now. We're going to head on over to the river market. You can see right there one of the memorials for our soldiers. and a giant logo for the Every Child That Matters movement here as well. So let's take a quick peek at that. That became prominent just a few years ago. In the news, I'll let you look that up yourself. Keep walking here. And we'll head on up the stairs here and go across the bridge. And this is how you get over to the river market here in New Westminster. Once we're over to the New Westminster, we'll be over also at the City Avenue, which is one of the grocery stores and the market. Let's take a look over here. Just to show you around. Can't remember the name of the street here, but you know it runs along the train tracks. And over there in the background is the Pat Patullo Bridge. And they're building a new bridge right there, as well as the SkyTrain Bridge. I'll take you over to Surrey. And over here, this shows you a lot of the newer condo development that has been here. Now, they've been here for a while. But yeah, oh, it's called Front Street. So, Alan is saying that this is called Front Street. Very cool. Okay. I'll remember that now that you told me. I just can't pull out my map right now because it's on the phone I'm using live streaming. So thank you very much for putting that in the chat. It's greatly appreciated. Nice to see you, Alan. Collected readers here. Manuel is here. John's here. Sebastian's here as well. And a whole bunch of other people. Good to see you on the stream as well. Let's cross the path and head on over to the river market. There's the little giant large soldier here. Oh, we'll walk down the stairs here. There we go. And we'll head on down this way. And into the market. You can see the giant opening here. Generally, when it is warmer, you'll see City Avenue take these fruits and vegetables and have even more stands out here. Alan says, I live in New Westminster. Very nice to see you here. Well, it's very nice to be able to come out here today. I do like to come out here to make it over to the Hyack Festival. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or reasonably close. I am doing my best. It is quite a commute from my area in UBC, but well worth it always to come out to the different festivals in the area and to the community when I can. So this is City Avenue Market over here, and this is the same market that I would go to. Go over to the Kitsilano one, which is a few neighborhoods over from UBC area, and this is an excellent market to come to. Great prices. So last year the Hyack Festival was over here, this area. They had a stage over there and more, and they have the boardwalk over here. We'll head on into the market in a minute, folks. The main entrance is just around just down here a little bit further. Look at those boats. Those would be the local tugboats. Let's take a quick peek at those. And this is the Fraser River. Look, there's a log that's escaped from the lumber. From the forestry industry. And these tugboats help out And of course, they even have your local police boat that's here as well. Here on the Fraser River. Very cool, eh? Very, very cool. Let's head on back up and into the market. Of course, there's lots of seating here. This would be Angelina's Dutch Corner. Very popular. But pretty much anything in this market is pretty good. Let's just leave it at that. So this is the river market at Westminster Quay, or Quay, because that is how you actually pronounce it. When you see the word quay, it's actually Old British that should be pronounced as quay. So we're at the market at New Westminster Quay. And Trade Alley over here. Very cool, very, very cool. And you can see this giant market right here. Just let me straighten up my camera. There you go. It's a little better. Over here, a lot of Mexican. And Mexican food. Chicken tostadas, burritos, and that type of thing. And there's even more to the market. So down here, of course, and this way, there is the Ninja Bubble Tea, and then also City Market is down there at the end. And you can head on up too. So let's do a quick loop down here first. Check out some of the shops and stores that are in this area. Different beads and stuff. Look at that. Wow. Very cool. I love the eagle on top of the amethyst. They even have their own local palm reader. Looks like they got a kids bookstore over here. No kids in there right now, so we're good. Looks like they got some adult books there as well. So nice. Such a nice area. And then of course they have their local liquor store here. So if you are in the area, they have both the BC liquor stores as well as their private liquor stores over here. And then Rain City Games, which is something that you'll see all over Metro Vancouver, these different shops. Of course, this one's over here. But you can also see Rain City Games in areas like the International Village Mall in Chinatown in Vancouver. And over here they actually play games. So there's people back there playing their game right now. It looks like Magic. They're playing Magic. This place is served both as an area where you can get involved in gaming as well as that is cool. Look at that menu right there. That's the Butterica Indian Kitchen. But it also serves as a community center. There's the Great Wall Teacup. Let's head on up. There's the food court right there as we're heading on up. Look at all those folks. There we go. And a few video games for the kids. And they got these different glassed-in stalls that serve as businesses up here, as well as the food court. We'll do a quick turn here. This is uncommon over here. Then they have a circus school over here for the kids. We're not going to focus on that. But they also have your pottery works. That's people with mental disabilities who are creating that pottery. And it gets sold there. And they have more stuff as you go along. Okay, and let's head on back down. Keep the camera off of the circus school as much as possible. But if you need a circus school, you know where it is. Now, the one problem with New Westminster is the railroad tracks that do divide different parts of the city. So you really need to know where to go. Over here, local barbecue place is the Re-Up Barbecue. And then in here, we have more. That would be the Longtail Kitchen. Whoops. I hit the door here. Cool, eh? Over here they have an elaborate boardwalk, which is absolutely beautiful. That goes for quite a ways. Quite a ways. And there is the bust of Simon Fraser. Some people consider him a contentious character in history, but I'm just telling you the bust is here. And then the Fraser River, and you can see out in the far distance there is tanker ships that will go all the way along the Fraser River here. And they have one of the cargo yards right on over there, or container yards here along the Fraser River. But ships will come even further, all the way down here, and continue down this river. Very deep river. And that's how they bring some stuff into this area. Keep walking here. Oh, that's unfortunate. It looks like one of these restaurants since left. I can't remember what was here. Used to be a nice little bar over here. That's unfortunate. We'll keep walking here. Things do change over time. Let's be honest. Of course, this is your local Harbor liquor store over here in the area. Hungry and curious. Very cool. Let's head on over here and see what this is about. It's like the inn at the quay. And over here is several businesses over here by the inn at the quay. And it looks like apartments above it. There's a few other restaurants in the area as well. Just passing local nails salon and beauty center. And then over here, this is where you have the boathouse. And the local restaurants. They specialize in seafood. And it is one of the bars that you can go to. They got a nice little cafe over there too. Then over here, a lot of more just part of the beauty industry. So this is your Sabai Thai Spa. That's another one. Very cool, very interesting. Let's see if we can cross the street here. See if there's a way. There's the bridge right there. And that'll take you right on over into a New Westminster station. Oh, head up the stairs here. So there there's the view from underneath the on-ramp. Now we're going to climb up onto it. There, here we are. And there you can see the core of New Westminster right there along Front Street. And there's even more once you get on over to Columbia Street. Over here is the local SkyTrain station. And a shopping mall that's here. We'll head on down here. Not quite sure if it's Columbia Street or Clark Street down here. We'll find out. And we'll double back on over here. I did want to head on over here and check out a little bit along here. This is Carnarvon Street. Oh, across the street here. Carnarvon parallels Columbia Street when you get into the downtown core of New Westminster. We're still in the New Westminster proper area over here. We're just on a different street now. I'll keep walking on Carnarvon here. He used to live in a cabin over in Carnarvon, Ontario, so you definitely know how to pronounce that. There goes the SkyTrain right there, heading on to New Westminster Station. And the Serious Coffee. Oh, Serious Coffee is over here. Yeah, I remember. It's a nice little coffee shop there. It's pretty good. I get all excited all of a sudden. And you don't get out here very often. You remember the places you went with friends and stuff like that. Brings back some good memories. This is a new area. Again, though, it is changing and it's evolving. This is a growing area, so you have lots of spaces for lease here. And this is a bad thing. It's just more opportunities. They're trying to really grow this area. A lot of the time when I'm watching YouTube, I'll see ads for homes that they're trying to sell in the area. A lot of nice condos, condominiums. This is the local plaza over here. It's the hub of activity. Not always very frequent and busy because people are climbing out of their cars and going into the shops, but at least you can see out and about. There are a few folks here outside, and you really get to see what it does look like. Right here you got the local Canada Trust Bank. And then again, you can see that's the thing that really divides the city. There's nice homes over there, and there's an easy way to get over there if you're riding by car, but there's a lot of these divides here with this railroad track that goes through. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, New Westminster has learned to evolve and grow with it. So they know how to handle it. If you live in the area, you know how to handle it. You know where to cross. But It is one of the issues that you can see here. And for that to be one of the city's issues actually says a lot for this area. Cockney Kings across there, that's your local fish and chip shop. Fish and chips very popular in this area. Walking past the local Pharmasave. This is a huge Pharmasave. You'll see a lot more Pharmasaves over here when I'm over in Metro Vancouver, including in Vancouver city proper. You'll see them over here in New Westminster too. You'll see a little bit more of this area now. Pharmasave is so big that it's like in Ontario, Pharmasave's the one you avoid over here in Vancouver. It's one of the ones you go to. And when I'm saying Vancouver, Metro Vancouver, because we are in New Westminster. There's a local Burger King right next to D Dutch. So cool, eh? It's got a lot of different restaurants and chains here. D Dutch is one of those chains. See D Dutch in other areas in Vancouver, like on Oak Street. And they have their Boston Pizza over here too. It's across the street. Not quite sure what this guy was doing. He's got an N on his car anyways. He's a new driver. Look at that. More of the new housing that's in the area. A lot of people are finding it very nice to be able to live over here along the Fraser River. Of course, there you got your BC liquor store on over there. Okay. And then it looks like a yoga studio and insurance. Let's walk past the Save On Foods. And this area is also, New Westminster is also known as the Royal City. So very interesting, but you can see with the large open parking lots here that this area is predominantly, there's your local grocery store right there for you folks. Your local Save On Foods. The area is very car centric, but as you can see walking around here, it's not impossible. Oh, Nelly. There's always a few interesting people, as we say in the walk tube scene, over here in New Westminster. And a fabric land, wow. Asa would be loving that. And the one thing he told me was, Jerome, don't get me a sewing machine or I'll be doing too much. He wants to focus on his sculpture art right now. If we got him a sewing machine, he'd start just creating garments. Local Vietnamese place here, a faux anchor noodle house. And of course the local fish and chip stripe. Very cool, eh?
No, that's not a face.
Let's head on back over to the SkyTrain station. We'll cross the street here and walk past Then Burger Haven over here. So you can see it, or Burger Heaven. Sorry. I'm always reminding myself of the names of these different businesses, and sometimes when you read it from a distance, you mispronounce it. The important thing is I correct myself. There's Burger Heaven right there. That's supposed to be an institution here in the area. This would be 10th Street we're on, and Angus Street, or Angs. We'll walk past Burger Heaven and we'll head on over back to the SkyTrain station. Well, they got a nice elaborate patio here, and they're open too. Very, very good. I like it. What is this? This looks like boats and stuff that they've put into the rot. Very cool. Wrought iron. Local produce store. Grocery store. Beautiful produce. I'll keep walking here. I always love coming out to areas like New Westminster when you can. It does take a bit of time to get out here, so that's one of the reasons we don't usually come out here. Usually my radius ends because I am all the way over at UBC around the Burnaby border, but for today we had a little bit more time, so we came out. We saw the Hyack Festival. I'm so happy I got to see that. And yeah, we're now here back on Carnarvon Street, so let's head on over to the SkyTrain station. We'll go through the entrance that's over in this direction here. Let's head on over there. And that's life for you. I can't always be filming. You gotta spend time with family and friends. All that type of stuff. Over here's one of the Yummy Slices. We just opened up a Yummy Slice over in Kitsilano. A nice popular chain. You can also see them in the Davie Village. Oh, across the street here. And head on over to the SkyTrain station. You can see it right on over there, New Westminster. This is the crosswalk right here. So hit the button. Plato Filipino. Obviously a nice little Filipino restaurant there. Haven't been in there, so I don't know, but looks nice from the outside. Always trying to look at the world with the glass half full instead of half empty. Or completely full if I can. This is also where the shops in New Westminster are, so Plato Filipino is one of the stores over here in the shops at New Westminster. Across the street, crossing Carnarvon. And we'll right here. This is one of the new buildings here. This is the Ovation building. Can't show you much of it, everything, but you can see from there, quite new. In fact, there's still stuff for facilities for sale in here. In there, so it's one of those. Just such a fresh area here that is constantly changing. This is one of the few in-ground or underground SkyTrain or bus hubs that they have in the area. They don't have them in Vancouver, but they do have them in New Westminster here. Hey Kevin, nice to see you. Alan's here, Collected Readers here, Manuela's here, John's here, Sebastian's here. Good to see you as well. We just went through New Westminster. And we're just walking through one of the bus bays on the few roofed bus bays in Metro Vancouver. Again, they have the smaller buses over here. Much more prevalent in this area. And you can see more over here. When you're in the area, here's our local Safeway. It's right here, the Safeway grocery store. There's a big old Safeway sign right there. And you got your barber shop. And just a different variety of different stores here. Restaurants, places to eat, in and around the SkyTrain station, which is really, really handy. Like if you live in this area, it's really easy to get off. You pick up your dinner over here, for example, at Don Air Dude. Pick up your groceries at Safeway, and then walk home. Let's head on up. There's even more shops when you go up. And office space, as well as the SkyTrain track right here. There's the SkyTrain track. Dynamic Health and Fitness. And we want to be on this side of the SkyTrain, I believe, if I'm incorrect. And we'll come on over here. And this is the stairwell that you use to get across the SkyTrain tracks and head on over to some of the other stores. Because there's really cool stores over here, like the Pokey Club, okay, and the cinema. Right on over here. Comes one of the SkyTrains right now. Will be the outbound. It's going to come from behind us here. And that'll keep going over to Columbia Station. We're going to head in the other way. Head on back in towards the Burnaby area. And of course, when you come to these areas, you're going to tap on, tap in and tap out on the SkyTrains. See, the next SkyTrain is coming in 2 minutes here. Over here at New Westminster. We are on the Expo line. There goes the outbound train right now. There it heads on out. Looks like our train is coming soon. We'll see. Looks like it might be a little late, so we got 2 minutes to wait still. It did roll back to 3. So yeah, and across the way over here, there's actually even more. So there's a Fresh Slice over there, and there's, I can't remember what that restaurant's called, but it has the word village in it. Okay, and then over on this side, they got the North Noodle House and the back there, as well as the Fido store. So you got your local phone store, and you got a shoe support store. Looks like you got like a dessert store called Passenger there too. And then across the way, there's the gates on the other side for the people that are getting on the outbound train. Heading on over to Surrey Central or Production Way. Just waiting for the SkyTrain. Looks like it keeps rolling back. Oh, we are at 1 minute now, so it should be coming. Looks like a lot of chatty Cathys underneath us here. Yelling pretty loud. And we'll see where we can stand in here for you. We might not be able to get a track view at this time of day. It does get quite packed in there. Oh, this train is very packed. Very, very packed. So yeah, I don't think I have a choice but to move up here. And over. It is so packed in here. This is one of the few spaces. So I guess we'll get a track view. Not ideal. No, I'm from here.
Oh, yeah, oh, okay.
I'm just live streaming right now.
Yeah.
I like to live stream around Metro Vancouver. Took some people over the festival over in the park today.
This is your first time on the SkyTrain?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got a monthly pass. Good question.
Usually around this time we used to get a lot of tourists from other places.
Oh yeah, I know.
I've only been here for about 2 years. So.
Yeah, I live over by Wreck Beach, so we're getting them already. So here we are on the Expo line right now, folks. You can see larger parts of New Westminster here. This area used to be predominantly the area we're passing over. Used to have a lot of used auto sales. It still does have a few. It's the Auto Center over here in Metro Vancouver, one of the few. I remember coming down here over 21 years ago and getting a car over here in New Westminster and taking it back to Port Coquitlam where I used to live. There goes the outbound train. We're on the inbound because this will eventually head on over to Waterfront Station. And the camera will be on a bit of a mixed angle right here because we are dealing with the centrifuge of centrifugal force of the train with the gimbal. So it's the best it's gonna get. Here we're going along the highway and the Fraser River. And there you can see the gimbal does try to even out when it can.
The next station is 22nd Street. Doors will
This is
open
22nd Street right here. This will be near the border of New Westminster and Burnaby. keep going. We'll head on over to Edmund Street next, or the station. See all the vast space out here. Comes one of the outbound trains. That's heading over to Braid Station. From Braid, you can walk through the Sapperton neighborhood, which is part of New Westminster. And there we're at one of the rail yards, and you can see one of the trains that will come out onto the track. Probably to replace one of the cars that we're on right now, or the ones that are passing by us. They do need some time to rest. Oh, the centrifugal force is nuts over here. So cool. Alright, it's starting to level out again. And this is Edmund Station. So packed in this car today. So warm. Kevin says nice stream. Well, thanks, Kevin.
Excuse me. Hello. Wake up. I need a seat, please.
Oh, we got
Hurry.
yeah.
Move. Move before I fall. Okay, please. Oh, there isn't. I wish there was. Move up a bit.
And we'll keep riding here. Heading on over to the next station. Crossing Edmund Street. That runs parallel to the track. If you can see, there's some pollen also in the air that you may see as we're passing by. And some of the trees are blooming right now. Trees that bloom at a later stage. Keep riding here. Along the expo line. And over here we're into Burnaby now. You can see just how often, even on the weekends here, on a Saturday, we have a lot of trains going up and down the tracks. So if you are not a person who drives, easy to get around these different areas. And if you are a driver too, well, sometimes you can take public transit.
Royal Oak. Doors will open on the left.
And here we are over at Royal Oak Station. Very, very cool. Move it out of the sun for a minute there. We'll keep going here. So we just left Royal Oak Station. Now, if you haven't hit that like button yet, like I said at the start of the stream, hit that like button. It'll help support the channel and shoot the live stream as well as the recording out to more people. And if you want to support the channel, of course, you can hit that monetary symbol, the $sign, and you can send me a super chat or a super sticker. And if you're watching the recording afterwards, you can hit the heart sign with the $ symbol in it and send me a super thanks. And then finally, I also take direct donations through my email to be able to come out and do things like this. Here we are over at Metro Town Station. Over at the Metropolis at Metro Town Mall here in Burnaby. Oh, Barrett's Journey, it's nice to see you over. You're at the North Fraser Pretrial Center. Okay. Very cool. You got Kevin, Alan, Manuela, John, Sebastian, all on the stream as well, and a bunch of other folks. It's good to see you on the stream as well. Over in Burnaby, we just left at Metro Town Station. We're heading towards Patterson Station. Here on the Expo line on the SkyTrain. Would have got off and we went to explore another area, but it's quite packed here, and thought it'd be just better if I sat and chilled. So you're getting SkyTrain today, or this section, which is actually pretty cool. Glad I can share it with you folks. Kevin's saying Metrotown is my favorite mall. Yeah, it's the 3rd largest mall in Canada. It totally makes sense. And Barrett's Journey says, I'm just walking by going towards very cool. I'll enjoy your hike. Just glad I was able to get down to New Westminster and check out the Hyack Festival. I spell it Hyack, so that's how I'm trying to pronounce it, Hyack. It was quite bumping. Local community festival. They have main stage, they have different acts that come on in, and they have a whole bunch of different booths and food carts. Nice little festival that always happens around this time at the tail end of May, and really starts to kick off the festival season here in Metro Vancouver. Then we checked out the Riverside market, the market at Westminster Quay, and now we're on the SkyTrain here, heading on back to Vancouver. Metrotown's very, very good. You can see over here, Burnaby is also working on and getting some new buildings built, just like New Westminster is. Really making a push for development. Of course, the mayor over here is dealing with. It's always a push and pull when you want to put up a new building. People are concerned that their neighborhood is going to be covered in shadows and stuff like that. All of those different issues. And Kevin, of course, says that he will be back in the area at Canada Day, so that's around, and that is July 1st. Very cool. And back in time. Hopefully you're here for a good solid month to catch the Festival of Lights that happens at the tail end of July. People riding here. Expo line, if you are riding it, will take you all the way from downtown Vancouver. We're heading towards downtown Vancouver right now, and we'll take you all the way over to
The next station is 29th Avenue. Doors will open on the left.
Production Way over in around the Coquitlam area, as well as it'll take you over to Surrey as well. It splits. Here we are over here at 29th Avenue Station, back in Vancouver. This is over by Slocan Park. This place is so packed. The SkyTrain. Black, Pink, Blink 4. Nice to see you. I'm doing pretty good too. We're over here leaving 29th Avenue Station, heading along the Expo line in a very, very full SkyTrain today. It's the weekend and people are just getting out and about. Good to see you as well on the stream. We have a whole bunch of other folks on the stream, so good to see you as well. Black, Pink, Blink 4.
The next station is Nanaimo. Doors will open on the right.
Here we are over in Nanaimo Station. Coming on in. Black, Pink, Forrest, and I like the singer Jennifer Lopez. Sure. And we're over here in the Nanaimo Station. Oh, that's nice. This is the Nanaimo Station over here. And it is now a sunny day. We started out actually with a rainy day. It was quite rainy in the morning. It was quite blustery as well, especially on top of the UBC West Point Grey Mountain. And friends over in the West End also said that they're having quite a blustery day coming off of English Bay. Kevin's like, the Nanaimo bars, yes, they are quite good. We actually had a friend bring us some yesterday. We had a little bit of a belated birthday party for Acid. He had to work on his birthday, so we had a little bit of a party yesterday and watched the All-Stars drag race and had a few pints too. That was pretty good. Shawn Mendes. I haven't heard of Shawn Mendes in a while, but then again, I was listening to True Res Crew earlier today. So I had to hear one of their old songs. Shawn Mendes was the one who brought in the escalator haircut. It was like a mohawk, but it went diagonally across the top of your head.
On both sides of the train.
They tried to make it a thing. In Toronto, it was a thing for a while. I'm sure a few people out here had it too. This is Commercial Broadway Station here. And this is the Drive. And the busy neighborhoods of both Kensington Cedar Cottage, as well as people that live in the Grandview Woodland area, are often come on in here. Just look how packed this place is. It is just so packed over here, eh? Wow, eh? You got some good eyes, you'll be able to see some of the mountains there. There's a little bit of snow left on top, but pretty much a lot of these lower mountains that we have over here have, are going to lose that little bit of snow that's left. And only the really, really high mountains will have snow left on them in the end, including the mountains that you can see over when you're at the Cedar Dam, or the Cleveland Dam, sorry, over in North Vancouver off of Capilano Road. John says, looks like rush hour. Yeah, it pretty much is. A lot of people heading towards work and, you know, people taking summer courses, that type of stuff. A lot of people work on the weekends here, as well as just getting out and about if you're not working. Finally, we're starting to get some warmer weather with less rain. We had a lot of rain over the week, so it's good to be able to get out and about when it's nice and sunny out. You can see the downtown Vancouver ahead of us there. Oh wow, the centrifugal force is so big here. It's cool. Lots of centrifugal force here, folks. Just do the best we can. It's good to do a live stream on the SkyTrain. You don't always get to do live streams on the SkyTrain. And there's the Van City building right there.
The next station is Main Street, Science World. Doors will open on the left. Exit here for long-distance rail and bus services from Pacific Central Station.
Oh, Blackpink. Link 4. You obviously have an eclectic music taste.
I was really hoping Messi would come. But the good thing is that we might not be able to watch it.
And we're just over at Main Street Science World Station. We'll head on over to Stadium Chinatown Station. This part of the SkyTrain ride does start to slow down over here until we're past this switch up ahead. And now we'll start to pick up speed. And that would be the Georgia Viaduct we can see in front of us. The Dunsmuir Viaduct's just on the other side. Here's the Dunsmuir Viaduct. Oh wait, yeah. There's the Dunsmuir Viaduct right there for you. And that'll be Rogers Arena. I got to know Rogers Arena very well when the Canucks were still in the playoffs.
Chinatown. Doors will open on the left. Exit here for bus connections to the Horseshoe Bay Ferry Terminal.
Kevin's like, I enjoyed the ride, brings back so much memories. Well, you're coming here in a couple weeks, if not a week. Yeah, I think a week, so you know. You'll be able to repeat the experience. I'm going to have to push through the crowds here. And now, hopefully there'll be a good wave of folks, yeah. So we'll just walk slowly and be careful. There we go. So many people getting off the SkyTrain here. Wow, look at that. That is so busy. No, no, but hey, that's a good reason to come downtown. A whole bunch of people are going to see the Miami team that Messi plays on over at BC Place. Play against the Vancouver Whitecaps. Of course, little did they know, they announced this morning that Messi will not be at the game. So who knows if he makes an appearance? Surprise! But they made a big deal out of it on the news today. And of course, we'll come out here. The game doesn't start till much later. Oh. We're not going to be worried about that. But if you are coming down for the game, our Vancouver Whitecaps are very, very good. So come on down and watch them. Definitely worth the show. Well, across the street here on Beatty Street. Head in this direction. Over here we are walking past the Armory, where our military is. I'll keep walking here. Just give me a second here, folks. So a little bit of difficulties. we'll go here. And we'll go here. And we'll head on in here. And there we are. Oh, come back here. There you go. You walk that path every day, eh, Kevin? Forever. I'm assuming that's what EF means. Looks like there's a bunch of people walking over here. Let's go see what the crowd's like. Those teens were so dejected when I wasn't like gagging over a message. Oh, you're not here for that? No, not right now. Let's head on over. We're only a couple blocks away from Rogers Stadium, so we'll see what the crowds are like over there. Or not Rogers Stadium, BC Place. Oh, I got all these different Canadian sports facilities names in my head. Yeah, we'll head on over to BC Space. Of course, over here, the Rogers Arena is where our Canucks play. And BC Place is where our Vancouver Whitecaps and our BC Lions play. BC Lions would be the Canadian football team, and that would be for American style football, of course. And then there is the soccer over here, which is actually world football, and that would be what our Vancouver Whitecaps team is. Kevin's like, I miss my morning doubles. Huh? They'll be back for you, Kevin. They will be back for you. Still selling doubles. Even in McDonald's now, they have a button for you. I was over at McDonald's this morning at the Epic UBC McDonald's. And I was hitting the buttons today, and I was like, oh, it says double. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure it said double for years now. I just didn't realize until I hit the buttons, but double did originate from Tim Hortons. It's a Canadian-wide chain, and there are some locations in the United States now too. A lot more than there used to be. Oh, looks like the VPD is in the neighborhood. Thank you, VPD, for being awesome. Looks like they got their cars over there, monitoring some traffic. So yeah, we'll see what's going on here in the neighborhood. We're down here anyways. Might as well poke our noses around. There's a lot of people down here. Maybe Messi King. If he did, that would be epic. There'd be a lot of people happy. And that would be very cool, putting a smile on people's faces. See what's up. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this. A lot of people just here. That kid's got a foot on him. Definitely very, very cool. Awesome. We have the little soccer game over here that the kids get to go to. This is before the Whitecaps game. Look at this line. This is great. Check out the sign over there. Such a crowd over here for a game. Of course, My brother-in-law, if he knew there was a game on here, he'd be down here in a minute. Looks like the cat guys are over here selling their construction and company stuff. I get their ads all the time when I'm in there, because I'm in that industry. Still not giving away what I do, but cats are part of it, heavy machinery. This place will get so much busier. It looks like this is just the advance over here. Looks like we have some soccer players over here signing. So this is where they get to come to sign today. Very cool. Try not to get run over by some kids. Keep the camera off the kids. And then it looks like you got the beer tents on over here. We'll go on over there, see what's up about that. Nice to see VPD in the area. Very awesome. Keeping the peace. Much needed here in Vancouver. Great to see them in and around. Let's cross the street here. It looks like we're going to have to wait, because the street still in front of us is active. So, and this would be the intersection of Beatty and Robson Street. We'll find out what's over here at Robson Street right now. Looks like free entry into the area. I'll just walk up the street and be nosy. Alright, just waiting right here. Almost ready. And there it is. It's our turn. Oh wow, they're going all out over here. Very cool. They're filming over in here. And this is for the Whitecaps game. So you gotta go in the entrance right there. It just gives an opportunity for people who are in the area who might not have a home base here, a place to come so they can sit down and relax before the game starts. Game's not for several other hours. It's not really until like 6 or 7:30 today. That's what I heard. So if that time's changed, well, it's then cool. But it doesn't look like these guys are in a rush either. Look at all these different food trucks. These are some of the good food trucks too. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh wow. The music's gonna be so loud over here. We'll see where we can walk and where we can't walk. It looks like it's live music though over at the stage here. So we're not gonna have a problem. They got a DJ making their stuff. Spinning their wheels. Let's head around this stage right now. And we'll keep walking. Because this is the back of the stage here. We can walk on over here. We're over by the CBC building right now, our local state broadcaster. That would be the parking lot for that building. There's our DJ right there. Kevin's like on the corner. Yeah, the old building is gone. It is gone. That is right. Let's keep going on here and walk on up the street. Wow. That was quite the event. Quite the event. Over on Canby, yeah, that building's gone. Yes, 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 you are right. Looks like more spots for people just to chill, different tents. You can get your za over here. You can get Japanese beer back there. Looks like tacos and cantinas always fills up when there's a game on. Or just before the game. Local Mexican joint. And just more people. Oh, they got the taco truck in there. Mi casa, su casa. So it says on the taco truck. Over here's the local McDonald's right here. I'll keep on heading up here in the area. Very interesting. We'll obviously have a crowd heading down this way then. This would be the intersection of Hamilton and Robson Street. I'll keep going this way. So many waves of people. It's fascinating. Oh yeah, they're all coming down here for the game and stuff. That is cool. That is fun. Look at the waves of people. It's always fun to move against the groove there. And here we are over here on Robson Street now. And we'll keep walking here. Oh, here you can see some people at the local public library. That would be the Central Branch. Here in downtown Vancouver. We are in downtown Vancouver right now. Looks like we're going to have another wave of soccer fans. Very cool, very, very cool. Let's keep going.
Alright, now we just need to find somebody.
Looks like they're making money over here today. Hey, nice to see you. Work. You want your jerseys? Come on over here. This guy's got them. Oh, cool. There you go, folks. You saw it right here. You too. And that's down here, and just a few shops in from the intersection of Robson and Richardson. So if you want something to fit in over at the stadium, BC Place, for the game today, you can go there and you can pick up a Miami jersey, a Whitecaps jersey, and Team Canada jerseys too. Very, very cool. We'll head on over to Robson Square, and then I'm going to wrap this stream up. Okay, so not too much longer, but we have a good crowd of people to go through. This is Richards and Robson Street. On over here. Just catch these waves of people before we get to Robson Square. The real reason is they're coming out of the bus stops and the Expo Line SkyTrain station at Granville Station, as well as the Vancouver City Centre station. And that'll be the station I'll probably go back. I'll probably walk down to Yaletown and catch the Canada Line from the Yaletown station. Film another video for you folks, but yeah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, good crowd of folks here. Nice to see. They'll of course be spending money at all these businesses, so it's so cool to see. And of course, it's nice to see A on the stream too. Like the old school emojis there. The old school wink, using the semicolon and the smile, or the bracket for the smile. Very cool. Now you can make your own emojis. How crazy is that? That's awesome. Emojis have evolved so much. This is Seymour and Robson Street. And just right over there where you see that red arch there, that is one of the Vancouver schools of music. Keep walking here. And you'll see more Whitecap fans. It's a lot like a Toronto FC game, and like the hockey fans, they'll show up usually about an hour before, not much more than that. Okay. The city over here, nice little shop.
Then I told them like I buy 7 grams of the CBD flower for less than $20.
That guy had a Rocky Balboa sweater. Rocky Balboa. Very cool. Let's head on over to Robson Square. Oh wow, she's busy over here today. It's the intersection of Granville and Robson Street. Oh, across the street here. There we go. Oh, keep going. Burgeoning busker right there. Really? I think he's just trying to get over his, he's a little nervous. You can kind of tell. Just keeping it very simple, but still carrying a melody. Keep walking here on Robson Street. One of our longer streams. That's worth it. Yeah, keep you folks busy. Oh, Nelly. Oh, wow. Looks like they got a bunch of different tents over here today. Vendor booths, and of course local skateboarders are in town. Always. Our local busker here too. So cool. Anyways folks, thanks for coming along today. We're now over here at Robson Square. You can see a whole bunch of vendor booths here. If you want to see what they're about, I guess you're going to have to come down here and spend some money too. So anyways, just remember to hit that like button. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can hit the $ sign during any of the live streams. And you can send me a super thanks, or a super sticker, or super chat. And if you're watching the recording afterwards, you can hit a heart sign. You can send me a super thanks that way too. And then finally, I also take direct donations through Interact e-transfer at my email address, jforcewood@gmail.com. So those are all ways you can support the channel. But most importantly, hit that like button. Thanks for coming along today. All the way from the Hyack Festival in Tipperary Park over in New Westminster and down here and past the craziness that's happening over at BC Plays with our Whitecaps today. Going off against Miami. Very cool. So talk to you later, folks. Have a good day.